Today, Atomos have announced the AtomX Cast, a new expansion module for the Ninja 5 and the Ninja 5 Plus. The AtomX Cast turns the Ninja 5 into a 4-input HDMI switcher, adding 4 new HDMI inputs, a new HDMI output for the final program feed, alongside a USB-C port for streaming and connecting your Ninja 5 to a computer. The AtomX Cast also adds a small button bar along the bottom for the Ninja to give users a tactile interface to use when switching between sources. So with this AtomX Cast attached, the Ninja 5 essentially becomes one of the most streamlined and compact, simple hardware video switchers on the market. And Atomos have been doing this for a while really, with both the Shogun 7 and the Sumo receiving firmware updates to be able to switch between sources live. This implementation from Atomos though is very different. This is a physical hardware module to actually add on to your existing monitor recorder, which for me in many ways is an improvement. I mean, yes, it's an extra expense, but it means that it works better as a switcher, and when you take it off, it'll work better as a monitor recorder because it doesn't have all of the extra inputs and menu options, which you won't need most of the time. So let's take a look at these photos for a bit more detail. So the Ninja 5 slots in here in the middle and uses its data expansion port and a screw mount which flips out from the top of the AtomX Cast and secures your Ninja 5 inside. So when it's connected, it should hopefully feel really nice and secure, just like it's one unit. At the bottom is a row of 4 buttons, one for each input. These are of course to swap between your sources and can be used in preview or program mode. And you can also simply use the touchscreen itself on the Ninja 5 as well instead of using the physical buttons. It's great that Atomos give you that choice there, and I can definitely see people using both control methods, sometimes even just swapping between them freely in the middle of a job depending on what's most convenient for them. There's then these 4 function buttons either side, and these line up to the new menu options here on the middle of the interface. Now, we don't know exactly yet how these will work, of course, as it's just been announced, but it looks like function 1 is picture-in-picture, function 2 is your audio settings, and those seem simple enough, you can picture how those are going to work, but functions 3 and 4 are maybe slightly more mysterious. 3 is labelled GFX, while 4 is simply labelled Switch. So we're going to have to wait and see what extra functionality these bring and how you actually use them once we can get some hands-on time with the units. The Ninja 5 natively doesn't have enough ports, of course, to handle being a 4-input switcher. So at the top of the AtomX Cast is a whole host of new ports. There's the 4 main new HDMI inputs, which are all here in a row, which is nice. I imagine it would have been very tempting for Atomos to only give you 3 here and then use the one that is already there on the Ninja 5 on its side as well for the 4th. I'm very glad they went for this route with all 4 on the back, as it will just be so much more streamlined and neat when it's on a desk in front of you. So they're labelled 1080, I and P. And Atomos do say that they will freely accept different formats in each one. So one input could be interlaced while the rest are progressive, for example. And they can be in different frame rates up to 60p. What they don't say though is if they can be used in different resolutions or if they have to all be 1080p. Alongside these HDMI inputs is a locking DC port on the left, and then a program out HDMI on the right, and then the USB-C port, which is labelled as cast out. And this will be to connect your laptop for internet access or to run your streaming settings, connect to Zoom, Teams, Skype, OBS, Wirecast, anything like that on a computer. So there's not too much info on this side of things yet. What sort of software is going to look like, how you're going to connect it to your streaming keys, all that sort of thing. We don't really know yet. All we know is that the Ninja 5 will be handling the actual encoding processing load to take that away from your computer, which is a really important point. The ports on the side of the Ninja 5 itself as well are still very accessible and for the most part seem like they're going to still be active. For example, on the HDMI side, they specify that the HDMI out can be used as a second program out feed, as a preview monitor, or even to feed a larger multi-viewer screen, which is a really nice touch. Plus, of course, you can record everything as ProRes or DNx HD in the Ninja 5 itself, because it is still a Ninja 5 at the end of the day. Plus, you can record in H.265 if you've purchased their new upgrade. So the AtomX Cast is a very interesting product, and it's one I'm very much looking forward to trying out for myself. It's clear Atomos are trying to use the Ninja 5 as a true modular device. Yes, it is a traditional on-camera monitor recorder at its heart, but it's also unlocking so much more potential than just that because of these different modules to attach to it. And I think this is perhaps the most interesting one so far. And that idea of using the Ninja 5 as within this sort of ecosystem is a really interesting concept. But Atomos do have their work cut out with the AtomX Cast though. Its main competition will definitely be the Blackmagic A10 Mini Pro, which is a fantastic product at a fantastic price point, and it's very popular because of it. But this could really give it a run for its money, and if you already own a Ninja 5 though, perhaps the AtomX Cast will be the clear way to go. I'm sure we'll take a closer look at it once it ships, have a look at how it compares to the Blackmagic, but for now, if you want to order one of these for yourself, head over to proav.co.uk and let me know what you think. Could this give the A10 Mini Pro a run for its money? Leave a comment down below to let us know what your thoughts are. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.